A seashell design to match my engagement ring by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everyone! In today's video, this has been so requested so many times for a couple different elements that are going to be in this video. The first part of it is that I will give you guys some really close-up looks at my engagement ring and my wedding set, which so many people have asked for, so you'll get a little bit of a close-up thing with that. And then you'll also, so the design itself is based off my ring, which is Ariel themed. It's part of a Disney collection, and so it's got little seashells underneath it, and there's little crowns on the side. But so the nail design is based off of my ring, and then at the end of the video, I will be showing you guys some of my wedding photos. So I know that I didn't share any of these back in January when I first did some of my wedding videos, and that was because I didn't have my wedding photos. It's not because I was trying to keep them for any of you or anything. I simply just didn't have them in my possession. That's, you know, it happens, whatever. But I have them now, so I'm very happy to be able to share them with you, as well as some close-up pictures of my ring. So I hope you guys like this, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So here's my ring, and it's soldered together, so it's a little bit weird to show you, but underneath the middle there you can see that there's the 4 little gold seashells, and then there's a couple little curlicues, and there's 4 little crowns on the sides. Like I said, this is the Ariel themed ring, so that's where the little seashells come into play, and I absolutely love it. I thought it was just gorgeous when I first saw it, so yeah. So now to start the actual nail design, I'm going to be building my nail bed out with just a very sheer pink. I haven't done a nail bed with a sheer pink in such a long time, so I thought, well, you know what? I don't know. I'll give that a go. I usually use a cover pink, but I don't know, feeling the sheer pink today. So anyways, starting out with the sheer pink, I'm just going to begin by making the nail bed and the smile line. When you do this, try to get a nice lip on the smile line area, which will just make the smile line much more crisp and easier to manage. The other thing you could do to do that, to make it really nice and sharp, is to file the edge of your smile line prior to applying your tip color. So for me, the tip color that I'm using is a very shimmery white acrylic. It's not one of those bright whites that is like a true white. It's like a just ever so slightly like an antique white. It's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. And then I'm going to be encasing the nail with a layer of clear acrylic. So the reason, if you hadn't filed that edge of the pink to begin with, you may have wanted to file the nail a little bit just to get rid of any extra acrylic that kind of went over, because the acrylic's going to have like a lump on it. But if you file it to make it a really straight line, doing that white line of the smile line is really going to just be easy. So it's kind of, you file at one point or another, but it does, you have to just figure out which way is easier for you. And then I'm going to be, after that nail is completely encased, I'm going to be filing it with my e-file. Since the pink, like I said, you want to have a nice little edge on it. It might be a little bit on the thick side, so just know that you may have to file it a little bit extra. So file the nail starting with a coarse bit and then using a finer bit just to make the surface really nice and kind of velvety smooth. This design isn't as important to do that because there isn't any painting or any sculpting on it, but it is always a nice thing to do, nice thing to get in the habit of. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm using clear builder gel for all of this, is I attached a pretty large oval rhinestone that's just clear to the very center of the smile line. Then I'm applying more gel around it, and I'm going to be adding smaller clear rhinestones in that layer. It's just, I don't know, kind of like a stripe of the builder gel. So just add a little row of rhinestones going around that, still clear ones. All the ones I'm using don't have a silver backing on them. They are actually clear. So they have, I don't know, it's hard to explain. They look icy almost. That's kind of what I think of them. But a lot of times they're not a silver rhinestone, they're a clear rhinestone. So it's a little different, but just add a little row of them going around, and they all have a pointy bottom, which sometimes is a pain in the butt, and this, I would say, does count as one of those times. But I'm just you can kind of layer them together or set them together so they sit up with each other. After that's cured, go ahead and add more of the clear builder gel between each of the rhinestones so that you can attach a silver caviar bead between them to look like the little prongs that hold the diamonds in place. Is kind of the look we're going for here. And so I have a whole bunch of different sized of the caviar beads. Use really small ones for this because the little rhinestones are pretty small, so you want to make sure that they're not the little caviar beads don't look like they're overtaking the rhinestones. You want them to kind of be on the back burner. Then you're going to do the same thing on, just add 4 of them around the larger rhinestone. Then apply a layer of the clear builder gel going up the rest of the smile line, and add a row of those same smaller rhinestones going along that smile line to kind of go with the diamonds that go around the band of the ring. And then add some more of those silver caviar beads. I did not cure this between the rhinestones and the caviar beads here. Otherwise, I've pretty much been curing it constantly, or at least just doing a quick cure, like 15 seconds, just to set it in place enough that things aren't going to move. But I kind of wanted to be able to move them around while I was doing that. Then do the exact same thing on the other side of the smile line. So the benefit of having the clear rhinestones is you can still see the smile line through it. It isn't like a perfect crisp smile line that you can see. So if your smile line's not perfect, it's okay, but you do still see it. So it's not like it's completely masked. It's kind of foggy there. Then the key aspect of this design is the silver shells. So I'm going to be attaching those now with more of the clear builder gel. Surprise, surprise. So to attach those down, it does take quite a bit of clear gel to get them to stick, because I do have they are carved out, or they're hollow underneath, so you kind of have to fill that in. So just know that you can't just paint on a little bit of the clear builder gel and they'll stay. You actually have to use quite a bit. And then add some more little rhinestones around the shells. So that one needed a little bit more underneath. Like I said, don't be shy with the clear gel with the shells. You want them to stay in place, so use plenty, and then you'll know. And I know I just said rhinestones around the shells, but it's 2 larger caviar beads. And that is it. If you'd like to apply, I applied a gel sealer on there. I don't know how I missed that, but apply gel sealer and you are all set. And then here are some wedding photos. I don't have them in any good order. The first one was when Terrell and I were cutting the cake. That's my dad and I. Terrell and I, our first dance. And then this is the cake table. I made the cake. I know people have asked me what my cake decorating looks like, and that's an example. And then here are just some photos that my family took. There's my sisters and my niece and my cousin for my bridal party. So I hope you guys like the quick little photos, and please share any recreations of the design with me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!